We start off with a little different flavor tonight on Breaking the News. I'm Janice Shortle. So a med tech company, a startup that you've probably never heard of, just got a massive infusion of cash from one of the richest people in the world, Jeff Bezos. The Amazon founder is part of a group of people that spent more than $2 billion on a majority stake in Histosonics. Why are we talking about this? Because it's based in Plymouth. So Kent went today to check it out.
A nondescript industrial park in Plymouth is home to one of the most buzzed about medical device startups in recent years.
That is the natural sound of histotripsy.
If that therapy doesn't sound familiar,
Histotripsy.
Mike Blue, CEO of Histosonics, says that could be changing soon. The medtech company has spent more than 15 years perfecting this robot,
Very subtle motions.
which produces ultra-precise ultrasound waves to target tumors in a new way.
Millions of nanometer-sized bubbles that are rapidly expanding and collapsing, which ultimately is what is destroying the tissue at a subcellular level.
We sped up this demonstration to show how quickly those bubbles destroyed this piece of sample tissue.
Danica is removing the phantom with the treatment area, and you're just going to slice right down the middle.
And less than 2 minutes later,
That was a solid piece of fibrotic liver tissue. Now it's pate.
Wow, that's wild.
And this is for our physicians, the aha moment. They would tell you that there's no cellular debris, there's nothing really recognizable. It's dead at a subcellular level. There's nothing like this that exists today.
but it's not just physicians who've taken notice.
So this is our proprietary membrane that we've
In
created.
2023, the FDA approved the machine for treatment of liver tumors.
So this is how we set up over the patient.
And the non-invasive, non-toxic approach quickly gained traction.
Well over 2,000 procedures.
So far, about 50 U.S. hospitals have Histosonics robots in action, with another 50 on the way.
The Mayo Clinic is a great example. They've just purchased their second system.
The robots aren't cheap. They're assembled locally and require hands-on training here, too. But the investment is soon likely to go far beyond just liver tumors.
So we've begun enrolling patients with primary pancreatic cancer and tumors. Early results are unbelievably encouraging. My dad passed away of pancreatic cancer. It's just a horrible disease.
I wanted to ask you about that. That would be a game changer.
Even if we can show that we are improving the quality of life, we put this patient in a better position than when they drove to the hospital. And we really believe in liver, kidney, pancreas, and well beyond, the answer is going to be yes. Now you've got a really robust bubble cloud.
That also helps explain why investors, including Jeff Bezos, gave these tiny bubbles a massive yes this week.
2.5 billion.
Exactly, a couple of billions.
Does that seem real?
No. In fact, the goal when I started was in the 200 million range. So we thought, if we could double that, that would be a really nice outcome. So $2.25 billion is significant, but honestly, we're just getting started.
And if you're wondering what that new majority stake means for this nondescript industrial park,
This doesn't look like a headquarters of a $2 billion.
It will. Come back in a couple of years, it will. First goal is industrial park domination.
But do you think the long-term future of this company is here in Minnesota?
Oh, of course. Yeah, the headquarters will forever be Minnesota.
Now, I wanted to ask that question because Minnesota can't claim inspiration for this technology. It actually started at the other U of M, Michigan, back in a lab in 2001, but it has certainly come a long way, Jana.
So it started back in 2001, 24 years ago, and it's just working towards it. And the gentleman you talked to there has just been a part of it the whole time, or is he a new adopter?
He came on as a CEO a little later. I met one of the original developers today. It started in a garage in Ann Arbor after it left the university, and it's just been building from there.
Crazy stuff. Thanks, Ken.